What is up, guys? My name is Sparty, and in today's video I invite you to join me on my road to become a pro. In this series I will go over what I'm doing to improve as much as possible in Fortnite, as well as some tips along the way. I'm making this series not only to help you guys improve, but to hold myself accountable to keep grinding. Before I start this episode, I just want to say by no means do you have to watch this with the sole intention of becoming a pro, but if it's your goal, I'd grab a notepad or something to take notes. If you ever thought about going pro, or you just want to improve your Fortnite skills, stick around. In this episode, I will be going over the best Fortnite schedule. If you're just a casual player, you may be thinking to yourself, why would I need a schedule for a video game? Well, I'll get to that. If you play Fortnite a lot and you aren't really seeing much improvement, it may be because of your poor time management. I used to do this too. I would get on the game, grind my warm-up for an hour or two, and then I would just sit in creative until I didn't want to anymore, only occasionally playing arena and customs. Then I would hop into a cash cup and get absolutely pooped on. This is very poor time management, and I didn't realize that I had poor time management until I learned how to actually manage my time. Even school, hanging out with friends, and work would all be jumbled together during this point in my life because I seriously had the worst time management. Eventually I came across this video by Marin TM, the best routine to go pro in Fortnite. I began to follow it, and since then I've seen my improvements skyrocket. This is a daily Fortnite routine that I started doing during the school year because I couldn't play as much, but over time I adapted my schedule to fit myself. Alright, enough talking, let's get into my routine. I first start out in creative, as you all should. I'm on NA East, and I used to play a lot of East creative, but lately I've been playing a lot on West. I feel like doing my warm-up on West just makes arena feel so much smoother because of it. It's difficult at first going from 0 ping to 50 in creative, but you'll adjust to this ping difference and you'll be ready for any situation in arena. I just free build for 5 minutes to begin, getting my hands warm, getting my edits warm, and my builds. Then I hop into Raiders Impossible edit course, do that for 5 to 10 minutes, focusing on my crosshair placement, making the smallest mouse movement possible to make the edit. I usually stare at my crosshair while doing these edit courses to make sure that I'm getting down that small mouse movement muscle memory. After that I hop into Raiders Piece Control map. I like to switch off between V1 and V2 each day to ensure that I'm practicing the basics of piece control and not just that crazy shit that you see the pros do. I don't like to spend all my time in creative, so I'll spend about 5 to 10 minutes on each of these maps that I'm going over, and I just choose the levels in each map that I need the most work on. Once I finish this map, I then hop into Scavic's aim trainer or 1v1 aim duels. I don't have Kovacs, so this is what I've been doing to aim train lately, and I've seen a lot of improvement with my aim. I just switched my sense recently, and seriously grinding Scavic's for just 10 minutes and aim duels for another 10 minutes every day has improved my aim so much. I can see myself hitting more and more shots every day, and it's honestly just an incredible feeling. Going from missing every shot to hitting them in just a few days is magical. The next thing that I like to do is hop into Raiders Box Fight Practice Map V2. I recently switched my mouse grip, so I find it difficult to hit the scroll wheel, but with this map I'm able to take a shot and reset the wall right away. With Raiders Piece Control map, you're unable to do that. I forgot to mention that as you go through these courses, try to have the right hand peek at all times. Don't expose yourself to the bow or the target, and this will become engraved into your muscle memory. There's no point in piece controlling if your enemy can still tag you up. By practicing the right hand peeks in these maps, you're able to do that in game without even thinking about it. The next map that I hop into is Panville's Headshot Only Turtle Wars. You basically run around fighting people in this little box fight arena, but you can only hit 200 pumps. This has been one of my favorite ways to aim train, and seriously, I've been hitting so many more 200 pumps since I've started using this map. Again, I do this map for about 10 minutes on West, and then I hop into some 1v1 build fights. If you have someone 1v1, then see if they'll do it on West with you, but if not, they have some good matchmaking 1v1 maps that have decent players, or I recommend finding some higher skilled players to fight on Discord. I like 1v1 build fights because I can just crank to the moon and make sure that I'm fully warmed up with everything, but realistics are great too, if you like to do that. I like to do 1v1s not for too long, just to get my fighting practice in a little bit before arena, but most of my fighting practice will be in arena, so you guys will have to stick around the next video to catch that. This is the end of my creative routine, but there are a few things that I'd like to share with you before you go run off and play arena. The first thing is that repetition is key, so although going through all these maps every day can be quite tedious, you'll improve so much because of them. Builds, edits, and shots all flow together as they become muscle memory. You won't even have to think about it, your hands just do the work for you. I enjoy listening to a YouTube video or a podcast or even music while doing this routine just so I'm not as bored, And honestly, my favorite thing to do is watch a motivational video while warming up. This motivates me to work harder, and I also find these videos quite informative. If you don't watch motivational videos, you should definitely check those out, just to motivate you throughout anything in your day. Once you have done the creative routine on the server that is closest to your main server, for me that's NA West, you're ready for Arena. I'm going to end the video here and go over Arena tomorrow, because there's a lot more that I want to add, but I don't want to make this video run too long. To sum up episode 1 of Sparty's Road to Pro, we start off by cranking in our creative map for 5 minutes to get the hands warm. Then I hop into Raiders Impossible Edit course, focusing on my crosshair. Then I do Raiders Piece Control and box fight maps while making sure I have the right hand peek. Then I hop into either Scavix Aim Trainer to work on my tracking, or I do some aim duels to warm up my aim. Then the next thing I do is Panvil's headshot only practice map, making sure that I hit them 200s to the dome. Then I practice 1v1 build fights, and by that point I'm all warmed up with my mechanics. I like to spend about 10 minutes in each map. Depending on how much time you have, you can cut this shorter or skip some of the maps. This schedule is completely customizable to be best fit for you. I highly recommend finding the mistakes and your weaknesses and working on those the most. If you have shitty aim, do some more aim duels and 200 pump map. If you choke a lot of edits, maybe stay in Raiders Impossible Edit course for a little longer. You get the idea. For me, I changed my keybinds and sense quite recently, so I've been sitting in creative for a bit longer than I normally do to get those mechanics as good as possible before tournaments start back up. I usually like to do all this on West while watching a video or something to make sure I'm motivated and not bored the whole time. I especially like to watch these motivational videos while aim training because that can get boring very quickly. If you guys decide to try this routine out, let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to continue this road to pro with you guys, so if you enjoyed, make sure you hit that sub button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss a single video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.